Alright, guys, welcome to another episode of Car Conversations, where I drive home and I mindlessly chatter. I post the unedited video, and usually we have some pretty good conversations below. So, the thought that has been kicking around my head recently is this: which is better? If you have $300 budget and you are going to need a tool watch, and I'm talking about guys like you and me who wear watches for work, is a crucial part of our lives, and we need them to perform, right? What are you getting, right? So here's the three options. First off, a super feature-packed, indestructible watch that will take you all the way up to that budget. So in this case, I'm going to use the example of the G-Shock Mudman as that top option for the whole budget. The second one is going to be 6 DW5600s G-Shock. So you don't get a lot of the features, right? You have some features, but you still have that, indestructible factor in that. You also don't have solar charging, so that's something to be noted. A lot of guys live or die by that solar charging. And then the third option, and you get, if I didn't say, you can get about 6 of those for that budget, or 5. And then that third option is the F91W. And with the F91W, you can get about, last I checked, they're running about $12. So we're going to round it, even it out, and say that you could get about 25 of them, 25 to 30, right? For that $300. So, in my mind, it breaks down to what do you value in a watch. And actually, before I give my opinion, pause the video, go down to the comments, give your opinion, because I want to hear your guys' unedited opinions, because this is just as much fun for me as it is for you guys. So, wait. Right, now that you've posted your opinion below, here's the way I see it. So, there is definitely value to me in having an indestructible watch, right? And the value, in my mind, that you get is you don't have to have multiple watches, right? I cannot be without a watch. You guys know why. We've talked about it many times. I work in a surgical unit. Specifically, I work in the PACU, so it's a post-anesthesia care unit, and I need a watch. If there, for some reason, is a code or something else that happens, I need to have the exact time on my wrist accessible. I cannot carry a phone around with me, so I have to have a watch. Right? And aside from that, a phone is clumsy in a high-pressure situation. Just not a good tool. Very breakable. So, being that I have to have a watch, that leaves me with a few options. I can have an indestructible watch, or I can have multiple of the watches that might get destroyed. Right? So, that is what I did for a long time. When I was really into the sleekness and the light wear of the F91W, I would actually had a secondary F91W, my backup, with a NATO strap that I would then tie around my wallet, and I would carry it that way. So I always had an extra watch with me. So yes, I did not have the indestructibleness of the G-Shocks, but that was okay because I had a backup. And let's be realistic, there's no situation I'm going to encounter in life, maybe you too, where you're going to have two large events that are strong enough or, disastrous enough to break your watch multiple times. I've never had that happen. I've had one watch broken before as I was wearing it. I've never had two watches in a day even have situations that might break a watch. So I got tired of that. And then for multiple other reasons, I just decided it was better for me to wear an indestructible watch. So that takes out the F91Ws for me personally. So then what am I left with? Do you value all of the features that come with the Mudman? I know there's guys out there like Jim Kincaid who will sound off. Or actually, there's a guy today on here who's a fireman who I was talking to earlier. Had a great conversation with you, man. Thanks for subscribing. And I know that you guys probably use the compass and the barometer and different things in everyday life. So the choice is clear-cut for you. I don't. So for me, my kind of very oversimplified version of what I would need in a watch is I need it to be indestructible. I need it to keep the perfect time, or damn near the perfect time, and I need one form of counting time in that. It could be a count up or a count down, right? So the F91W has that stopwatch. That works perfect for me. Or like dive watches where you can rotate the bezel. That works perfect. As long as I have the time, the dates, it's indestructible, and I can count up or down with it, that has everything I need. So like the F91W features-wise also covered me. But that to say, I think I would go with that mid-ground with like the 5 or 60 W5600s because it's not solar. So when the battery runs out, I'll just grab another one, right? And then on top of that, it has all the features that I personally need and none of them that I don't, right? I'm not going to use a compass. There's a lot of things I'm not going to use on the Mudman. And I don't want to have to click through them. I don't want to have to click through 8 times to be able to get to my stopwatch, right? And that's just me personally. But to me, that middle ground has everything that I need and nothing that I don't. So that's the route I would take. So let me know below what you guys value. And of those 3 options, what would you pick and why would you pick it? So have a great day, guys. God bless.